Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
So, have you all tried very short answer type question? Yesterday, I shared the complete PDF. Class 7, turn on your cameras quickly and tell me how many has salt, acid, basis, salt. Very short answer type question.
Ma'am, I didn't today. I had my computer practical, so I was studying for it. Ma'am, I had my computer theory exam today.
Okay. Kritej, Adrit,
Ma'am, I had exams.
exams. Okay, fine. So we can start solving it now. Can you see the screen share?
No, ma'am.
Hmm. Hang on.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Ma'am, tomorrow I have a science exam.
ऐसे ही रख दो फोन में, किसी बात भी नहीं कर। Give me a second. I'm trying to share the screen. There's some issue in sharing the screen. I'm not able to share my screen. Any alternate, anyone, if you know?
You can make anyone co-host and they can share the screen. Like,
You have that worksheet, you send out that worksheet in a group.
Okay, then like what you are saying, I joined late.
Pardon?
And like, can you say what are we doing?
We were about to start the practice of very short answer for acid basis salt, but some issue is occurring while sharing screen.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, I can do one thing. Listen, because we have to start very short question, so I'll be posting every question in the chat, and you all are supposed to answer. Okay. I'll keep posting the questions in chat only. Hmm. Check the question and tell me.
Ma'am, should we put in chat?
No, we can discuss here.
Ma'am, acetic acid.
Other students are also there. Please respond.
Ma'am, I
Which
responded.
acid is present in vinegar?
Ma'am,
Okay,
should
fine. Next is don't write in the chat, okay?
ma'am, acetic acid.
Wait. Hmm. Give names of any two natural indicators.
Litmus paper and turmeric indicator.
Ma'am, phenolphthalein and cabbage and litmus paper.
Phenolphthalein?
Phyloctinin is a organic acid. No, it's a it's not natural indicator.
Litmus. Phenolphthalein is in synthetic indicator, I think. That's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
natural.
Ma'am, turmeric.
Turmeric can be natural. And
Red cabbage.
Ma'am,
are
China
the
rose.
plant
Ma'am,
is
beetroot.
natural. Hmm?
Ma'am, red cabbage.
Ma'am,
Red
beetroot.
cabbage, litmus, yeah.
Ma'am, it's China rose and
Natural.
natural.
Uh, oh, okay. By mistake, that second question was posted to particular student Sritej only. So I need to change it. Hmm. Next, what is a neutral salt?
Ma'am, it is
Ma'am, a
produced.
salt which is not acidic or not basic.
Example?
Sodium chloride.
Okay.
Sodium chloride.
So apart from the neutral salt, any salt which is acidic also, which is basic also?
What, ma'am?
Because the question is, what is neutral salt? Means a salt which is completely neutral. Right? Means like having the pH of 7. So are there any other salts which are acidic or some which are basic in nature?
Yes, ma'am.
Example? Any example? Ammonium chloride is an example of acidic salt. Ammonium chloride. NH4Cl. Okay, that's an example of
Yes.
acidic salt. How can you think of basic salt? We discussed the basic salts yesterday only.
Ma'am, can hydrogen chloride can be a no,
Hydrogen chloride?
no, like can ammonium chloride be acidic salt?
Ammonium chloride is acidic. I'm asking any example of basic salt. We discussed it yesterday only.
Ma'am,
Any
ma'am,
calcium,
calcium carbonate.
calcium? No.
Ma'am, sodium hydrogen
Means
carbonate.
that can, I think that calcium carbonate can have some basicity in it. Because
Like
that whatsoever is
sodium
having.
bicarbonate.
Sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate also. So yes, calcium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, they have some sort of basicity, some level of basicity. Okay. Posting next question. Which chemical is used? Which chemical is used to neutralize the soils?
Calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide.
Ma'am, is it that chalk powder? It's calcium hydroxide.
Calcium oxide, quicklime. Yeah, it is calcium hydroxide. Fine. Because soil means with time it gains some acidic properties. So to neutralize the effect, we use calcium hydroxide, which is a base, and it helps to neutralize because acidic soil will lead to infertility. That's why.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm,
Ma'am, like neutralized soil is good for a crop.
Pardon?
Is neutralized soil good for crops?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Neutralization.
What is the reaction between an acid and a base called?
Neutralization. Neutralization.
Okay. Posting another question. Now, from the PDF only, I'm sharing few short questions, not very short, because rest very short we already have discussed while doing MCQs. Why should curd and other sour substances not be kept in aluminum or copper containers? Hmm. Why should curd and other sour substances not to be kept in copper, aluminum or copper containers?
Mom, I think because the lactic acid in the curd reacts with the
Yes, with copper and aluminum.
Speak loudly.
I'm like all the sour substances contain lactic acid. Does it mean like the may contain citric acid? No.
See, yes, the curd contains an acid, weak acid. Other sour substances also contain acid. So whenever aluminum or copper are a type of metals, okay. So metal when react with acids, they form metal salt. That particular metal's salt will be obtained on the reaction. So that's why we do not keep any sour substance in metal container. Means the metal salt is not good for health. It is bit poisonous in nature. So that's, you see, the best utensil we can use is, that the glass. The objects made of glass are very good. The second is all the crockery material. But metals, it's okay because they are less expensive. They are easily affordable, so we use them, and they are less brittle. So that's why. Otherwise, glass is the best.
Ma'am, ma'am, is the copper sulfate solution, is it a base or like is it a basic or acidic?
It will be basic. It will be basic.
Ma'am,
Whenever
what about iron, iron sulfate, iron sulfate solution?
that too will be basic because any metal salt will be basic in nature. How I'm telling you why just you are taking name. First you said the first substance you asked was
Ma'am, that was copper sulfate solution.
copper is a metal, and when it reacts with, like, it form copper sulfate, it means a metal salt because copper is a metal. And iron sulfate, iron is again a metal. That metal salt is again acidic. If I say, suppose, any non-metal salt, then that will be basic in nature. Sorry, that will be acidic in nature.
Okay, ma'am.
Let me think of some example. Okay, later on.
Mom, those which are soluble in water.
Why everybody is sitting behind the screen, by the way? Why everyone is behind the screen? Tell me.
Ma'am, the bases which are soluble in water are known as alkalis.
Rohini, Tanmay, Rohini. Pritesh, come in front of screen, please. Pritesh, can you? Priyansh, Rohini, and
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, soluble bases are called alkalis.
Water soluble bases are called alkaline. So any basic substance which is soluble in water will be called alkaline.
Ma'am, example,
Yes.
example we can say caustic soda.
Caustic soda, okay. Fine, good. Why do we feel a burning sensation in the stomach when we overeat? And what is the medicine used? Hmm.
Mom, we feel a burning sensation in our stomach when we overeat because due to the hydrochloric acid, and a medicine which we can use is an antacid tablet.
Anyone else?
I'm like same answer.
You know, it feels
And milk of magnesia.
okay and only one or two are here to
Ma'am, ma'am, is milk of magnesia also the example?
that also acts like a base to neutralize.
I'm
And
like also when we eat spicy food, they basically many spicy foods like my teacher told me many spicy food have acids in them, and also when we overeat or like especially the foods which are high in fats and spices, so our stomach produces extra what is it extra HCl to digest all those nutrients, and when we get extra hydrochloric acid, so the walls of the stomach starts to, gives us a burning sensation, and we can use on medicine like we can use antacids, we can use suppose example eno.
correct. See, generally, the internal walls of stomach keeps on releasing hydrochloric acid. Okay. So if suppose someday you are on fasting, sometimes, not every time, you'll definitely feel hurt, burning sensation in your stomach. Why? Because on empty stomach, what is present inside the stomach? Only HCl, which is giving sensation. Now, on the stomach is full, means like sometimes when we overeat, we feel like, the food is lying up till chest, and the food pipe is like sometimes, the burps that is coming from the food pipe. These are like, the food will only come out. Sometimes it happens. Why? Because on overeating, when the stomach is already full, this is natural that the internal walls release more hydrochloric acid to digest, to help in the digestion process. So when the food is not getting any space, okay, and more hydrochloric acid is produced, this gives the burning sensation effect. And yes, uh, whenever we intake, the foods that is high in fat, like pizza, cheese, items filled with cheese, now every time, now in the usual food items that we used to make the vegetables at home also, children are preferring, cheese in that. But you know how much fat it contains, and that cheese is also not the actual the one which we extract out of milk. It is processed. It contains preservative also. It is high in fat. It is very high in calories. So all this is giving us burning sensation, and we become more susceptible to heartburn. The food is unable to digest, and just it leads to further bad effects.
Mom, actually spicy food increase the acidity of the hydrochloric acid.
See, whenever you will consume more the items high in sugar, items high in fat, and high spices, all these will make you uncomfortable always. You know what means? This is something hard to digest, but I have made my body accept the foods which are very low in spices. I neither like sweet items, I not like spicy items. Means lightest spices I add to my food, and I like that. And the body feels so light and always means because the time is we all are stick to the screen somehow. We all have the task. We have to sit in front of screen, or we have just sitting work, no physical activity or very less. So we have to make ourselves physically active. In that case, we should have a light food, light and healthy, not fat and just we don't need to fill ourselves up to the brim. Anyways, this is something extra. By the way, be honest. How many of you likes this momos, pizzas?
Yeah, ma'am, I like.
I
Me
like
too.
pizzas.
Me too, ma'am.
Pizza.
Ma'am, I
Everybody.
like
Me too.
momos and pizzas both.
Only one hand was raised.
Ma'am,
7th class. Yeah. So sorry, there was something very urgent emergency. So I'm ending this class for today. Only 10 minutes are left. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So
Okay.
ending the class. Yeah.
Bye, ma'am.